Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy back again with another certified hood classic, and I know I said that this upcoming video for this week would be part 2 of the iceberg series, but listen, as I told y'all before, this video kind of takes a lot out of me, and I do have a life outside of all this video shit, so it's a lot I'm trying to handle, but I am working on it. Secondly, I also did want to be able to address this drama in some sort of fashion because I really don't like DJ Akademiks, and I feel like I just don't talk about how much I don't like this guy in this channel. And third, I know like the Grammys or whatever are coming up, but let's be honest, raise your hand if you actually give a shit about the Grammys. Exactly. But as I said before, back again with another certified hood classic. I hope this past week was another just straight up banger week for you. Of course, you could just tell me how it went down in the comments below, but for today's video, we gotta address the elephant in the room. I'm talking about the very big McDonald's eating elephant in the room. The Drake writing, Diddy copying, Cardi following weirdo. That is DJ Akademiks. You know, if there's one person I never liked in the streamer scene, aside from Aiden Ross, Alinity, half of AMP, Amaranth, Asmongold, Soda Poppin', XQC, iShowSpeed, Mizkif, Pokimane, Tyler1, eRob221, Post Malone, and also Post Malone, it's gotta be DJ Akademiks. He's always felt like such a big outlier in the music gossip scene, kind of just coming around to give his unwarranted opinions to his young, impressionable audience. And with all that lip service that he likes to dish out, it always tends to put him in an array of controversy, like when he got himself mixed up in the whole Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion drama that happened like a year or two ago. With him stating that Megan getting a restraining order against Tory was a horrific career move. Like, ah yes, it's a bad idea to not want somebody to shoot you in the foot again. Or how he went on Vlad TV and stated that he didn't exactly believe that Tory shot Megan, but then doubled back on that and finally admitted on live as well that Tory actually did shoot Megan after being caught lying about court documents and then getting flamed as well for just going on some weird ass tirade against Megan on Twitch as well. But now once again, it seems that his unhinged behavior has swung back with very necessary consequences. So recently, Fat Demix has been under a lot of fire because he's been saying a lot of inappropriate and sexually charged things to a 15-year-old boy on Discord, saying things like if he would let another male streamer have sex with him, or also suggesting to send strippers to his address, or even suggesting, you know, to do sexual acts upon this 15-year-old boy himself. Oh, and I forgot to mention, he said all of this while he was live on Twitch. So the 35-year-old was caught in 8K 120 FPS saying absolutely deplorable shit to a 15-year-old. Which, you know, when you look at who DJ Akademiks is in the average life of a Discord user, this is like unsurprising. I feel like 90% of the people who have any sort of following with a Discord, they're more likely predators. And when looking at DJ Akademiks, he's always had a lengthy history of just being an overall weirdo on the internet, dating all the way back to when he said that Bad Baby had, and I quote, mad titties for a 15-year-old. Or that one tweet that might or might not be real that essentially exposed him for being a gooner. Or that one time this dude clearly had his hands down somewhere else during an Instagram live stream. Or the whole grape accusation that he's sitting on as well, after him and his homeboys did completely unspeakable acts to an unconscious woman, and it was all caught on camera. And then there was also the thing where he was letting Selena Powell cuck him into oblivion, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, hey, we all got our kinks, but I don't know, man. I don't really want to drop a bag on a vixen. But to get back into the main topic, yes, DJ Akademiks did respond, holding about as much accountability as I would after robbing a bank in front of a police station, you know? So first, he states that he's wrong and he's sorry and he's gonna do better. You know, the usual standard shit that people say when they get caught doing something bad. But then he doubles back and then doubles down by then admitting to sending this teenager multiple sums of money, and then also stating that he's just being misunderstood and he was just trolling. Like, oh yeah, I totally forgot that trolling meant to sexually harass a 15-year-old teenage boy. No wonder why Catholic priests love their job so much. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all just a prank, right? But it's a little bit too late for all the damage control now anyways, because his dad, BBL Drizzy, has decided to drop him from his gambling company Stake, which is already unsurprising since Drake is already still dealing with a lot of the weight of being called a child predator in a hit song by Kendrick Lamar. So, you know, with DJ Akademiks doing this, it's not exactly a good PR move for Drake. And then there was also the hard seltzer brand Happy Dad dropping him as well. But the biggest news from the aftermath has to be some of the best news I've heard on the internet in regards to Twitch in a lengthy ass time, and it's the fact that DJ Akademiks was banned from Twitch. God is real. Like, I don't even watch Twitch anymore because I think everyone on our side is annoying, but just to see this fat cunt lose his platform, it's like God came down himself and answered our prayers. But on the contrary, he can't just go to Kick, which is essentially like the Wild West of streaming platforms in which you could just do and say whatever you want. But at the same time, it's not like the weight of what he said and done will just disappear by just changing platforms. People always have a tendency to say that you should separate the art from the artist whenever, their favorite celebrity or some shit does something wrong, just as a form of an excuse so they could just keep like listening to their music or some shit. But the thing is about Akademiks is that he's not an artist. He's just a big nigga on camera lying about Playboi Carti release dates. And also unnecessarily adding himself in a drama in which nobody asked him to do so. I mean, if you want my personal opinions on DJ Akademiks, I think he is a complete cancer to just the music and media scene, the music gossip scene. I just don't think anything positive ever actually comes out of watching this guy. I mean, he provides no positive aspects. There's no form of escapism with his content as well. And he's not even entertaining. He's just annoying. Okay, so originally I was going to end the video here, but after some thought and kind of just getting some other opinions on the situation as well from like other YouTubers and everything like that, it kind of allowed me to sit and think that I don't really want to end a video of this topic on a more comedic note. This segment here is just going to be straight up just serious low notes. There's no music here. It's me 100% here. In the previous segment, I talked a lot about Akademiks and all the shit he did and the aftermath that came alongside and all the backlash and everything. But if there's one thing I didn't really talk about was the victim themselves and how this sort of behavior does affect the everyday life of boys and men. So this is Nourgxd or Nourgxd. No, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Apologies. And he is the boy in the videos that is a victim of Akademiks and friends weirdly gross behavior, and also is just another victim of the patriarchal society that we live in today. Because see, if there's one thing about life in terms of being a man, it's that you have to constantly prove yourself to other men. And I mean, even from when I was a boy, I'd still had to prove myself to other boys my age, alongside having to prove myself to the men that surrounded me. And it's not even just the men as well, with me also having to prove myself to the women that surrounded me as well. And in this situation, it's truly tragic to once again see another boy be subjected to such an uncomfortable position, all for the sake of proving one's manhood to other men. I will say this though, I do commend him for being able to hold his stature as much as he did. Because if there's one thing I wish I had myself, it's that level of maturity and control back when I fell victim to the grooming by older women, back when I was 16 and 19 years old. And it ended up with me doing acts that I really wish I wouldn't have done, and losing a part of myself that I shouldn't have lost at 16. And in the end, it just ended up with me playing it off, not realizing or not acknowledging the issues it would have on my mental state as the years gone by. Because I wanted to prove myself to other men and inflate my masculinity while not even realizing that I am a victim to predatory behavior. DJ Akademiks is another reflection of a long-lasting issue of men turning their trauma and scars into a sort of weapon against other men. And in the hip hop community, you'd be surprised how many rappers are the same way because they're victims themselves. It's a cycle that needs to be broken to be able to better ourselves. I mean, we shouldn't let our past reflect onto our future. So to Nourgxd, I am sorry that you did have to go through this situation. It's disgusting behavior. It's deplorable behavior, of course. And to DJ Akademiks, for once in your spineless life, do better. But of course, seeing how you've responded to multiple situations, including this one that you've been in, I'm not surprised you wouldn't do anything better at all. And to all the boys and men of all ages, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. To the people who question you, those are the ones with the insecurities and scars that they haven't answered for. You are better than that. The idea of a quote-unquote real man is just another concept made up just to divide us one by one and create this sort of superiority chain, just like every other label that society created. At the end of the day, I just ask that you love yourself first. That's what I had to do, and now I feel a lot more comfortable in my own skin than I did before. So, I want to thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.